Hi, welcome. It's Kenny Russell, Bulldozer of Faith, living life in the Spirit. We're on the Planting Seeds of Light tour. We're in Liverpool.
Correct.
Yeah. And you were in Birmingham?
Yes.
Birmingham?
Saturday.
Yeah.
That's where I originate from.
That's where you originate from.
But
Excellent.
now I live here.
All right.
Okay.
Excellent. Now I'm with Sonia right now. Sonia, tell me a little bit about your walk and the journey. What has happened to you bringing you into the Hebraic roots of the faith?
You actually made a comment in Birmingham and you said, it was either there or I have heard you say it, I felt as though I'd been born again.
That's
and
right.
those were the exact words that I used when I came into the walk.
Wow.
But my journey was a strange one because whilst I was in the Sunday church and I was praying and I was asking the Father to put me in the spiritual realm with him where he wanted me to be. And he took my prayer in a way that I didn't understand, but he actually told me to resign my membership.
Wow.
So first and foremost, I came out the system of the church. Prior to that, I'd already was uncomfortable with Christmas, and every time I prayed about it, I only had peace when I made the decision not to keep it. So that was the way I got the peace. So I had to follow the path of peace, I think, really. So
how long ago was that? When did this journey begin?
I think that would have been around about 2003, around about 2003 time. But I wasn't walking in the Hebraic roots.
Okay.
I used to meet in 2008 with a prayer group. There's another couple that are coming this evening that we would meet, and we'd meet every day and pray.
Right.
I came away from the prayer group and I met a friend who started to share with me about Hebraic roots. She started to share with me about the Sabbath, about the Father's commandments, about the feast days, and it just made sense. That's all I can say.
Wow.
It made sense. And then months later, I met up with a couple who are coming this evening. We met up after quite a long period of time, and I said, Sammy asked me, what church you're going to? And I said, I'm not going to the church. God took me out the system many, many years ago, and that's not to go back in it. And I said, what are you doing with yourself these days? And they started to share that God's told them they need to get back to the roots of Christianity, to the Hebraic roots.
Right.
Well, no idea what that did with me. There's two people I used to meet with daily to pray.
Amen.
For a move of the Spirit in England. And they came into the same understanding at the same time.
Wow, that's incredible. So through this walk, let me ask you a question, and I ask many people this question that have come into the Hebraic roots, because many people think, if you go back to follow Torah, is that not legalism? Do you feel, is it legalism to you, or is it freedom?
I feel a greater freedom, and I also have to confess that once I started to be obedient to first the Shabbat, the Sabbath, and then to keep the feast days, that I had a deeper peace inside than I've ever had. That's the only way I can describe it. But I'm like a sledgehammer trying to tell people about this, and it doesn't go down very well.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't, you know. Well, you know, maybe tonight we'll get a time to share as well. I talk to people about how do we witness, how do we share, what steps do we take to see the fruit coming through. But Sonia, thanks so much for sharing. It's so exciting to hear what the Father is doing in your life, and to be here in Liverpool and just meet with so many people that are coming into Hebraic roots. Thank you.
Thank you.
Amen.